Hey Ace family!
Hey Ace
Welcome
family!
Hey guys, it's Billy and welcome back to Spill Sesh. Today we have got to get into how Ethan Klein and the crew on H3 think that the Ace family is lying about their new house being really theirs. This is absolutely insane. I can't believe this, but I kind of feel like I understand their points a little bit. But how freaking insane would that be if this really wasn't their home and this was all just some like lying, scammy situation? I wouldn't be like totally shocked, I guess, but this is just wild. So this is all a theory that Ethan and the crew came up with while reacting to the Ace family's recent video showing off their new house. They did a whole house tour, and so Ethan was watching it on the latest H3 After Dark episode, and wow, he kicked it right off by saying this new house that they have is probably all a result of that money that they owe Bryce Hall for that fight, and saying that Bryce will probably never see that money because, well, here it is.
We know where that $5 million went. Ace family's new house. Is there any intel on how much they spent on this house? Yeah, so basically they owing these fighters millions of dollars, and they took that money and bought themselves a house. I mean, yeah, this is where Bryce Hall's money went. $5 million bucks.
Bizarre.
This is where things get very sketchy. As they're reacting to the house, they're clearly seeing, Austin and Catherine show off just how amazing everything is, how fully furnished it is, and the house itself is beautiful. It looks very big from that photo in their thumbnail, and I mean, as you're walking around the house, you can tell that it is massive. They literally have a freaking elevator in their home.
Yo, they got an elevator. Stop it. What is going on with these people? What is happening with these people?
So Ethan questions how they could have scammed their way into this new house and is super confused by just how nice this house is.
That looks like a nice house. What? What? How did they scam their way into a new house? Dude, what?
Scammed?
Dude, I'm sorry. What is happening?
Ethan is shocked to see that they literally have that elevator in this home and everything. And he literally pointed out that they just can't help but flex this house immediately. Like, they just moved into this house apparently, and they're already like showing it off, already flexing on everybody, like all these nice things that they have, all these features in their home.
I like how they just can't help but flex immediately. They're more concerned with not appearing like they're rich than anything.
They literally originally said that they weren't even going to be sharing things in their home, but here they are doing a freaking house tour. It's just super clear that they want everybody to think that they have all this money. Money is like super important to them. Their image is super important to them. To really keep up this lifestyle, that they have all this money, like that's truly like the one thing that keeps the Ace family going in their own minds, is that if they're like seemingly coming off as like richer than everybody else and like better than everybody else, then that equates to success and likeness and people wanting to be them, and that's what gives them like all the joy in the world, even though it's just the way that they have gotten this persona. It's been a bumpy road and their reputation isn't so wonderful. So I guess the only thing they're really holding on to is that people think that they're rich, even though there's a lot of people questioning that, especially after the foreclosure.
Their image is everything. I mean, they went for a year being like, everybody who's saying our house is going for sale is a liar, hater.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, they lying, bro. They lying.
And Ethan is over here literally making jokes about, how long will it be before they're evicted from this house, which, oof, goodness gracious.
How long before they get evicted from this one?
But when getting into what's going on with the new house, Ethan has his suspicions after asking how much they bought the house for, since purchasing a home is public record, and there seemed to be zero record of them actually purchasing the home.
We just got a new house. And we're probably gonna get like 5 more houses in the next 10 years. Like, we're gonna invest. We're gonna get more homes and more homes and more homes. It just got recently built. It's beautiful.
We're very excited about it, by the way.
It's really, really beautiful.
And it has the certificate of occupancy.
It has gas.
I mean, literally, Ethan talks about how anytime like a celebrity or anybody has bought in a home, like their information is like online and different news outlets report on it. And this was seemingly nowhere to be found. The crew was looking all over. And so people started to make jokes that it was possibly like an Airbnb.
Were you able to find how much they bought this house for?
No, I'm only seeing a few articles on it. It's just mentioning the old house.
I'm looking too. This is an Airbnb.
No.
I think so.
This is no. You think so? Or a rental?
I'm starting to suspect.
Yeah.
Because they said they did say they bought it. But here's the thing. If in the next week or two there isn't like a article about exactly all the details of their house, then they definitely are renting it. Because every time anyone buys a house, there's these psychos in City Hall that leak the info to Variety and Dirt or whatever the
Then there sparked a debate on how they could even have bought a home in the first place. Like, with them having just had their last home foreclosed on, there's just like no way that a lender or bank would want to work with them and trust that they would be able to pay off a loan if they didn't pay off their last loan. So there's no way that they would have been able to get a loan for another house. So they would have had to pay all cash for this house. And so then there's more suspicion on that because people are just like, how do they have the money to buy this house? Like, you know, is it really Bryce Hall's money? Like, is it that $5 million? But this house in LA is definitely way more than $5 million.
I mean, how could, unless they had cash on hand, how could they get credit to?
I have no idea.
A giant foreclosure.
I'm assuming they had to buy it with cash.
It could be a long-term rental of furniture.
They'd have to buy this cash. Nobody's loaning them money. Period.
Right.
And suspicion grows even more because as they're showing off this house in their home tour, they're obviously showing off their furniture. And this house is fully furnished. Head to toe, fully furnished. Their last house was not furnished at all. I mean, Catherine did say that she felt like she didn't want to furnish that last house because there was like some part deep down inside of her that knew like that wasn't going to be their forever home. But this house right here, within like a week of them apparently moving into this house, it is fully furnished. And it's pretty difficult to actually furnish a home right now because if you try to buy any piece of furniture, the wait times, you guys, to buy furniture, it's like at least 6 months plus before you're going to see that piece of furniture enter your home or even get a notification that it is about to ship out to you.
And they furnished that whole house like pretty fast.
Right.
How you can't furnish a house that fast, especially with all the port closures.
I don't know how they could have furnished this house so quickly unless they're like renting furniture or unless, you know, the house already came furnished. But renting furniture is a lot, and also finding a home with this kind of furniture already in it just like seems so expensive. And I've seen some people on TikTok try and say that, you know, if you hire an interior designer, they can get furniture for you. Yeah, they can buy furniture for you and tell you which pieces to buy, but right now things are back ordered. Like, they cannot get everything to you in like a week, and they just moved in like a week ago. So Ethan starts to think that this home is a staged home, or, you know, it's a rental, and starts like buying into like the crew's thoughts that this is actually a rental home.
This is so staged. Look at this furniture and the table and everything.
No, totally.
No
it's
way.
Like that's what every house looks like. No, that's a different couch, bruh.
Is it?
Yeah,
different.
It's different.
Look at the pillows.
You sure it's not rearranged?
No, this one has
Oh, you're right.
cushions.
That's a different couch.
That one doesn't have cushions.
It looks like it's staged. This is a staged house. This is a staged house.
It does look like it's staged.
This is not. This is staged. There's something fishy here.
Like, if this truly is a house that they rented for their videos because they didn't want to buy like a normal size house, they wanted to buy something extravagant, but they couldn't get the loan. Could you just imagine? I do kind of see how they could feel like the home was rented just because everything does seem like so picture perfect and they don't like know where they could have gotten the money from, but it is wild. This whole theory is very wild that Ethan and the crew have like cooked up. And I also want to say there is literally nothing wrong with having rented a home or anything, but the thing is that people are thinking that they lied about this, which would just be again, why lie? Now, they did say that they do understand like the Ace family wanting to be private and not wanting their information out there. Of course, like anybody would want their information to be private, and like nobody wants their like home address like blasted all over the internet, or like how much you paid for your house like blasted all over the internet. Well, maybe they do want people to know how much they would have bought their house for because they like love to flex on people. But the thing that Ethan and the crew is saying is that anytime a public figure buys a property, That information is public. And the fact that that information seems to be nowhere about the Ace family, that is something that is very sketchy to the crew.
It makes sense that they don't want to reveal where it is, but like you said, I mean, you know from personal experience when big houses like this get sold, it gets reported in the media, and I've been Googling since we started this video, and there's no intel at all on where this house is.
Yeah, you can't hide it. It'll come out.
Yeah.
From these websites.
Dirt.com
exactly
would have this.
This is very crazy and very, very, very wild. This whole thing and this whole theory, I definitely want to know what you guys think about everything that Ethan is saying, everything the crew is saying. How do you guys feel about this and the possibilities of them not actually having this home and then maybe lying about their new home? Oh God. I feel like the last thing the Ace family needs is to get caught in another lie, but obviously they have a track record for it, so it's just so unfortunate. I mean, come on, all the lies, all these lies, come on. Are they tired of lying? I can't. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.